Hello everybody, my name is Fishroad War here and welcome back to Beacon Pines. In the last episode, we got into the game and we figured out how everything works, and it seems that we have already met with an ultimate demise. So now it seems we're going to be backtracking to where we were earlier. So hopefully there won't be too much to do here. Back we go. Oh, you think profanity is definitely gonna kill this? I don't think so.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Yes! Make a break for it! What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Ooh, sorry. Nah, different mission. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
Oh, brother. A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Oh. Well, that's not a great thing to see. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Oh, speaking of which, the opening cue. Solomon
trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Just as I thought. I don't think he has anything new to say. Oh, he might. Okay, yeah, definitely nothing to say here. Let me skip through this real quick. Oh. I guess not. Boy's got too much of his father in him. Oh, we're just gonna march right. I win! Little help! I am the champion! We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here? It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would have taken advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Oh, brother. Oof! Ow! Why did you do that? Always says you can figure out what the plan was, what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. Thanks. From a safe distance. I love Luca's expression. He's just being like... You know, Rolo reminds me of Richard, and Luca's kind of me, if you think about it. Alright, we already know what this is. So... Whoa, you're a genius. Wait, did I take 2 out at once? Come on. There we go. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rolo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out! Dang, Rolo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing there are 2 ace detectives on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome! Rumble. Did you feel that? Wait, the excitement in the air? Or what? The excitement in the air. You bet your butt I did! Check out this puddle! That's not normal. And this hose! Aw, man, the door's locked! Try harder. No dice. It won't budge. Oh, well. This dumpster's new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Oh, here we go. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rolo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Yeah! Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Ooh! Are those walkie-talkies? Just like the Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. Uh-oh. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Oh, hi. Huh. That's not good. Tell me you saw that? Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Ooh, toxic sludge. The music is so good. Oh, that's not great, though. That's not good.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh God, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat. When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rolo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rolo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I don't think that's a name tag. I think it's just one name tag and a bag of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking! Ah! You're panicking! Rolo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? I think it might belong to whatever's in the bag. Ah! Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for your lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Ludica. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me, yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rolo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rolo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted.
We already know what's in the dumpster.
35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rolo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes.
Oh, we really did haul ass.
He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow.
I like that idea.
Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Is Grandma going to bring up the fact that we may have been wandering around in places that we weren't supposed to? We're going to find out. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Telephone. Hello? Sorry, I was imagining an alien talking, and I guess that didn't really come out the best way. Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Uh-oh. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you wanted to tell me about yesterday? No. Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed.
I don't think she wanted to hear that.
She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here. Understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. She knows. Anything else that's meant to be discovered around here? Anything that's meant to be rediscovered out here? Probably not. Pretty sure I already got everything out here the first time around. Yep. I think we'll just wander outside because why the frig now? Anything in here, maybe?
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Morse code. Is that coming from upstairs? Upstairs we shall go. Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, it's the walkie-talkie we got from earlier. Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? What was that all about?
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
I wouldn't be too certain either. Oh, someone's here. Coming. Got to date to sit there. Oh, it's Roxy. Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday? Accidentally? What do you mean, accidentally? You full-on charged at her! Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Uh-oh. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. Oh, no. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Which means what we heard from the walkie-talkie wasn't Rolo. Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood, if he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let the people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something. We weren't told to leave, though.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? Well, we were told not to go anywhere, but then again, our best friend's in trouble, so off we go! Oh, who are you? Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one, he said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets right back. Oh, Pete. Anything else worth exploring, maybe? Yeah. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. No. There's no way that's true. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important things, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Again? Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Plains. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Gah, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. I could have swore his name was Pete before. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around. doing nothing and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Good philosophy. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tenure. Urgh, my parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for a couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. We better go check what they're up to here. Hi, Luca. What's up? You haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? He doesn't come here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. Every coffee shop's murder is having the people order only decaf, especially when they're being nuisances. What about the adults? What's this about a missing child? I must stress that this situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound. I am certain. You can just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now, where did she run off to? Oh, there's this place! How did I miss this? Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected... Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Parental Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you last see him? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. How in the world did I miss this area? Huh, I guess Mrs. Furtoni is getting ready for the festival. Fair enough. What about you? His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Oh, is that so? Off we go. Oh, library's open.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. How about you? Hey, Chase. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he know where. Ooh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
What? More like... complete loss of interest. Ah, that's a good one. Anything up here? Ooh.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
I don't mean to keep the individual in the center waiting. I just need to find out any secrets.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten.
Dr. Seuss?
A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Ooh, charm!
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof. Yay! Nerd!
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology? Ahem. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know. Just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species specifically actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? Yes! Anarchy! Fight! I love the little hand gesture. I love it. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sir Sing, if I see him, you'll be the first to know. Alright, library is clear. Moving on. Oh! Who are you? What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Oh, a newcomer. Luca Van Horn. You're new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often,
Oh.
giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. Technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person who should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Yay! The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Off we go. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? Nope. Sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their What? Sarah Satan? I have no idea. Their rhythm or something? What's to say? I'm no beetleologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Off we go. Oh, they've blocked us off. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Looks like we're gonna need to find a way around. Maybe we could... Nope, I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe we can go around? Oh. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. I like how we can't cross the toxic ooze.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
What?
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Huh. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat drag did. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurt Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang around with this dud? Ouch. Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's growing a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Oh, those are fight words.
He took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched.
Come on, give her what she deserves.
Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... tickles? Tickles!
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Get him! Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Hey, up. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us?
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
Oh, it's a... damn. I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I don't think this is gonna be a good thing. Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings on having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4 already?
The best policy.
Okay.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Interesting. I assume we head back then? Oh! Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? Why did the kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling.
Very true.
But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rowan and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in a dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. I think it was a body. Now we're getting it. So we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's going to be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm going to fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two'd like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse. To the treehouse we go! Okay, nothing new there. Are we able to go this way yet? Okay, no, that's just the mansion. I forgot. We move on.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Oh. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. And this music is getting a little too suspicious. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that can help find your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
It was the only one I had. I promise.
Deep sadness.
That took a turn.
If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Interesting. Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped on something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
Uh-oh. I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
He knows something. Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
Oh no. But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? His expression changed too. We're all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit. He's the guy in the yellow suit! No way!
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance.
Is this not the end?
Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view.
Uh-oh.
Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. All right. So, Mr. Nuncreed was probably the guy in the yellow hazmat suit we met from earlier then. Well.
Wait. No. This isn't the end.
No, of course not.
I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
All right. Well, time to bust out the strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
It seems that not every single option we choose, no matter how well it fits, is going to work. Interesting. All right, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being such a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, hey, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Oh, boy. You jerk! My clothes are ruined! I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle! I don't feel so good. Whoa! Huh? I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Yup. Well, that was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Alright. We have but one mission. Well, maybe not quite yet. But look at all these charms we got now. Of course, we're not going to use most of them, but who knows. Onward! Oh, it's you again. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. Oh, no. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe.
Thank goodness.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
Oh, yes.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits.
Our harvest awaits.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Uh-oh. Where could she be? Let's go check upstairs real quick. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. In the room?
Luca was alone.
Uh-oh.
The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Face first.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?"
Oh, it's a fishing scene again.
"Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?"
Bees?
Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh, the radio's up.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Wait, but they said they were... What? Who lied? Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Interesting. Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Interesting. Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I could barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for good.
I think he wants us to go to the treehouse. Okay. What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
And my cords are getting tugged. To the treehouse!
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Oh dear, here we go. So, we all understand our rules. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Heiress Valentine. What deal? Her resources would still come handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Operation Sparkplug? Okay. Are we all in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. After the festival. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the nightstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. What happened to be your ears? Time. I'm so ashamed of my answer. When I left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? Well, she got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Are you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Oh, yeah, the treehouse. My bad. Off we go. What are you two up to? I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was as simple enough as just to rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. What did they do? Is there something nearby, maybe? Old Pickler's Pond. Surprised I haven't seen that yet. Yes! Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Well, that didn't seem to work. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh, Iggy, I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're just gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Oh, crap. Who said they're going to go to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those Perennial Harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They're saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Like, less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is there anyone present at this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want.
Whoa, why are there so many? Why are there so many of them? What the fuck?
Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Why is this so passive aggressive? Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. We'll be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? Yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. My young Iggy be present. We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC,
MCDC?
the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Ha!
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Of course the bastard would be behind all this! I knew he was trouble! Iggy! There you are! You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away! Just leave me alone! Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay. That he was back at his resting place resting. He is! Poor fella just got a little lost. That was a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he let you rumble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
And that is a look of disgust, if I've ever seen it. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
Shoot it, Luca. Shoot it. Shoot all you want to. What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
What would Rolo do?
Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option the lad left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Come on, give the bastard what he deserves. Hey, Mr. Kerr!
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards. Hey! That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really didn't think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
And I'm assuming this was one of the bad
clipboards
ones.
began to slowly advance on the treehouse. Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Okay, well, I guess the MCDC isn't quite as impressive as I thought, but I guess what do you expect when you got a couple kids who play around in a treehouse?
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
Probably.
Let's put a pin in this for now.
I don't seem to have any other charms, though. Oh. Okay, no, this makes more sense now. Okay. We gotta go way back now. Alright. So, this is gonna wind all the way back to, what was it, Chapter 2. When we started searching this all on ourselves. Just to keep you guys in the loop.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask.
Ooh.
With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Aye.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. There's no way you did this.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
Oh, now we're getting a completely different story now. What the hell?
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Maybe this... I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, where did you and Rolo get So, what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I sort of just poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Okay. And another for Mrs. Fertitti at the diner. Okay. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fertitti and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. I see that the tide is turning. What are you up to? Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Really? Very well. We can meet tonight. Oh! Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these to town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Nah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. I'm glad that things are finally turning out for the best. For now. Ooh. Wait! Watch your step! Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles in here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Will do. You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Okay, whatever you say. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly! What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future than in rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family were the only thing that this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am, and you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Well, that was interesting. Last Chance Diner. Anything else to say? No? Okay. Well, I gotta go this way anyways. Hey, Dawn. Oh, yeah, Luca. What's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird about town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building. You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Beck. Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them's working for William Kerr in the Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Interesting. Anyways. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is it Graham not feeding you? She is. It's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Oh, that's sad. I just got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. One down, two to go.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Man. A lot of familiar characters. I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hiya, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Well, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Ooh. Chicken sandwich. Oh, I see. Bacon. That's adorable. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
I'm assuming he lost his father too. Should I come back? No. As it turns out, Father was too busy to have lunch today. Oh. Okay. He had me there for a moment. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Cold cuts? Oh, cut meat. Oh my lord. With, I think he said chili? That's an interesting combo. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot gold. That's perfect. Thank you. Gazooks, they've shrunk the white staff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will you? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Oh, I'm understanding this now. Grilled cactus. That is such a weird freaking sandwich. Here's your order. I call it the Sweet and Stabby. Ha! Now that's a burger with bite! Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab me some more ingredients? I'll be back! And I'm assuming this is where it all ends. Yep. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. No, it's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. Sounds like a bit of a burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Anything else back here that needs to be explored? Nope, okay. Just making sure. No point on leaving any stone unturned. Onward. Oh wait, there's an area down below. Hold up. Oh my sweet Jesus, how have I not seen this yet? How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice cream from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do you keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. History museum. It looks like a circus tent. Play that funky music. Oh, that's amazing. Kick it some more. Some more. Bust open.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Practice makes improvement. Hello? Hey!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
Why are we whispering? I see you have something for me? Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give to you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put these on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of
He
course.
leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. That was freaking amazing. What's in here? Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
Interesting. So I guess that's... that was... unhelpful. Makes you wonder where all the money's going, huh? You are last on the list. Some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it is a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. Oh, Jesus. Oh! Hello, Beck. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What are we up to now? What just happened? Well, off we go! Again! Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just talking to you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Time to play along, if you know what I mean. Luke Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you can both stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just... wonderful! In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get too much trouble now. Oh, well. Okay! Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Oh, that little building I was exploring earlier. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on the whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Interesting. Meet back at the creepy gate. Am I able to go back? There's no music playing, so I might as well just carry things on. Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where'd that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But both of those are garbage. Exactly. Point taken. Thank you. All right, Beck, what do you want? Don't tell me we're actually going to be going inside the estate. So who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in this huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this whole foul harvest thing. And you all used the same ominous tone. Eventually, you're gonna have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Da, 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 da. I was right. This is their place. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like someone that could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. You got it. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, do not bring up the work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
Moodwills. That's an interesting name. That's an interesting way to spell that name.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town.
Change can be a bit difficult to get used to, that's for sure.
Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates.
The fine china!
Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here.
Still here. What?
Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Why am I getting the looming sense of doom? So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. On the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck Manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we would have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Don't talk about it! Oh, I mean, what brought you to Peaky Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We are here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead developer of deep engineering. Oh no. Oh no, why? The feeling of dread is growing. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you
Beck
didn't!
slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Probably. Hey, Luca! How about some desserts? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
I don't know if I like where this is going. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Going with them? Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people,
Oh, what the heck?
but Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as clouds began to break?
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I tell him about.
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Onward! See? That's
Luca saw
how
Beck
you do it.
skulking by the gate.
Again? So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Me too. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
The gate's gonna open. Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me! What did you do? First of all, I told you so! Second, hide! The guy in the yellow suit. That's Eris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything goes as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. Do you understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this, and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Ruker's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
about Mr. Duncree. Grandma! You liar! Family. Okay, Vin Diesel.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Vex stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly expect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal till the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
What are you up to, Grandma? The heck?
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
I didn't realize we were playing Little Red Riding Hood. We finally got to the part where I was trying to get at. Good grief. Anyways, we're gonna cut this off right here. This went on way longer than I expected to, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what this turns into. Oh, if you guys could only feel the excitement coursing through my veins. Maybe you guys might. I don't know. But until next time, God bless, take care. We'll see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.